continuing on from the last episode, I do want to say that last episode made me feel really, really uncomfortable. I dislike things involving betrayal, so the whole thing with Soul being an asshole, while not completely unexpected, still makes me feel like shit. That's my 2 cents on it. Let's continue, shall we?
I see.
It's already been 3 days. Maybe she just up and left? People having fights and splitting up is pretty common here. I bet she found herself from it. Wow. Fuck you.
No way, that can't be. She's definitely a lesbian. She was looking at my crotch. We're bosom buddies.
Not sure where you got that. You never know what people are really thinking. I've come across countless chicks like you. Dude. Can someone punch him in the face?
Are there any records of people who've left the city?
Huh? Well, why would we bother recording that? How many people do you think come in and out of here? It's been 3 days since Ritona disappeared. That leaves Selly and me. We're completely baffled by what happened. Ever since we realized she went missing, Selly and I have been combing necessary for her. The townspeople seem to be completely indifferent though. No matter how desperate we look, no one seems to care.
Wait, I'll call for help.
So Selly said as she went back to the room to contemplate. Perhaps the fatigue from all the running around and asking on the first days got into her. Selly was sitting perfectly still like a doll. She hadn't even budged an inch. Rune, why do you keep calling people dolls? You're the last person that should ever call anyone that. Anyways. At first I thought she was just ruminating over the events that led up to this point, but it's already been 48 hours. Without eating or drinking, she was just meditating. Thought anything will come up, but if something does happen, let me know right away.
Ritona.
Wonder what happened between her and Soul.
Sally.
Food and water left on the table for her haven't been touched at all.
What do I do? This is definitely going to be bad for her if this keeps up.
As I was about to put away the food, she's here.
Huh? No, not that, but... Sally?
Eyes closed, she keeps mumbling to herself. That's... Don't just... No, stop! Uh-oh. What's going on?
Sally's body is glowing? Could this be... Are you okay?
Goodness. No power, no knowledge, no experience. Absolutely nothing on her own. Always going on saying, don't come out. But when it comes down to it, this is what happens. Pathetic. Just when will this girl understand? This personality, does this mean... Yes, it means exactly that. Empress Syndrome. When she said she'd call for help, she meant Rhegan?
Who is it?
Who knows? Maybe this is no one at all.
What should I call you? Selly or Princess?
How should I be addressed? However you like. We have more pressing matters. Regvasta's whereabouts.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Zavitz. How long's it been since I began meditating?
You don't know?
Well, of course I don't. If I did, I wouldn't be asking you, would I?
Let's see, it's been about 48 hours since you stopped going around with me.
What? Took a full 2 days. That's not good then. The longer someone's been missing, the lower the chances are that they'll be found. Yeah, this girl took her sweet time with her meditation. Yeah, this person isn't Selly, no shit. It must be some kind of mix of Rhegan and Selly, a completely different person altogether. Or one of the other, you know, king/queens in the past. It doesn't have to be Rhegan. It could, whatever. Is she conscious to that as well, I wonder? We need to get a move on. Looks like you've been going around asking while I was out. Well, any useful information?
I don't think this really counts as useful, but quite a lot of people in the shopping district witnessed a chase between people who are likely Selly and Ritona.
Not exactly the clear-cut report we need.
Was Soul really up to no good?
That kid is of no significance. Right now we need to focus on Rhegan Vasta. Does she need rescuing or just good scolding? We need to prepare for either scenario.
Scolding?
Only natural for a runaway, yes? Off with her head, I say.
Are you serious?
There are only two ways to be relieved of one's post as guardian, either by my dismissal or by death. Desertion is not an option.
No, I didn't mean that. I was asking if you really thought Ritona ran away.
Who knows? Judging by her normal behavior, that would be unthinkable, but the human heart can change. I won't be surprised, whatever happens. Humans are unpredictable. That's why the rules must be absolute. We'll search for Ritona and deal with her as I see fit. Zavit, seeing as you've pledged your loyalty to me as well, I'll have you assist me.
Yes.
Now, Zavit, were you able to garner any information on that kid while you were out asking?
Yes. But it doesn't seem like he does anything with the townsfolk except when he's being a guide. All I've gleaned was that he hasn't been around for the past few days.
There's an 90% chance that this soul has family. Someone weaker, little brother or sister perhaps. Otherwise, some kind of dependent. In any case, there's definitely someone holding him back, restraining him.
How do you know all that?
If he really does have no other relatives, he will have already done far worse a long time ago.
That's just prejudice. Doesn't prove anything. Just because he doesn't have family doesn't mean he's straight from being a good person.
It'd be far stranger had he grown up to be a proper human being. Intuition from experience.
But
apart from that, he doesn't have the smell of solitude about him. He still hasn't lost everything yet. Had been an adult with common sense, it would be a different case. But why would a child, desperate to survive, choose a way of life that requires him to act so civilly around others? That means there must be something he's still clinging to. There must be a reason for him to retain that civility, even if it is just a facade. You and I are going to look for that reason. Come.
Just how rough a world would you have to live in for such ideas to come naturally? Ugh. What's that sediment for?
Isn't it obvious? Rhegan Vasta left this with me to use for craft.
Can you use Minecraft in your condition, Rhegan?
My head hurts.
You okay?
I'll need some water. Something light to eat as well.
Should I go get some water?
So weak, I swear. This body, I mean. Kids these days seem to like starving themselves and slimming down. There's some kind of fashion trend.
Is that so?
There's barely any muscle here. It's almost pitiful. How can you govern a country like this? Getting a headache and such after just skipping a few meals? Shameful.
Of course you feel weak if you hadn't eaten anything for 2 days. You'd die for sure if you didn't drink enough water.
This is a port town, yes? I crave some octopus. For anything else, a meal comes first. Do you guys have money?
The seafood stew again.
What, aren't you going to eat? Just so you know, we've still got a lot of hard work ahead of us.
Asking around is hard work.
We may have to fight depending on how we go about this. And I wouldn't even be able to fend for myself with this frail little body.
Fights?
The main threat in this city is the guards' guns. Of course, reliance on firearms means there isn't much development of using monocraft for combat. I'd rest much easier if our battlecraft specialists were here. Unfortunately, Rhegan Vasta is not. So I'm expecting great things from you, Zavit.
Me?
Have I heard from Rhegan Vasta? Something about you being able to catch bullets in midair?
No, only if the conditions were just right.
I'm counting on you. Don't disappoint me.
Please don't expect anything.
What does Rhegan tend to do?
Instead, let's try to avoid any situations where we'd have to fight.
I like to avoid any needless conflict, of course. We'd be doing quite a bit of skulking around from here on, but we might as well prepare for that small possibility.
I see. Well, what'd I do? Hope she doesn't ask me to do anything crazy. Oh, by the way, Rhegan, we'll search for Soul, right? Will we be asking around again?
Indeed.
About that. I've actually been asking around since a few days ago, but no one would tell me anything.
There isn't a soul here that knows about Soul. Preposterous.
No, they do, but no one seems to care about him. No matter how much I ask, everyone's answers are all so vague.
Ah, that's right. How about that pharmacist? He seems to know him on a personal basis.
He was actually one of the first I approached, but I'm not sure if the information is worth much.
What did he say?
Sol visits him once a month to buy some medicine. But he just visited yesterday, so his next visit will be sometime next month.
That certainly doesn't add up. Think about it. Remember the amount we paid him as a guide for us. That alone nearly isn't enough to live on. He has to be out and about every day making money.
What if he's got money saved up somewhere?
Unlikely. It's not like he's got a steady source of income either. He's probably out there defrauding someone. And there's a damn good chance that's what happened to Rhegan in the bathhouse. His target was likely the money he was carrying with her.
So that's your conclusion.
It makes the most sense.
Still, it doesn't explain why Ritona went missing. Maybe the two of them were kidnapped?
Also unlikely. Ritona's quite capable in combat, despite her looks. She's my guardian. To put it bluntly, those thugs and crafters over there will be no match for her.
We just don't have enough information to work with to form any real theories. If we were being pessimistic about this, there would be countless things that could have happened.
I suppose cross-examination would be the easiest way to go about.
Cross-examination? I've already asked around all the local townspeople.
You were asking them the wrong way. You need to be a little rough with them. Well, enough of that. Observe. I'll show you the basics.
What? Wait!
What are you doing? Don't dawdle, Zevitz. We're dining and dashing. Get a move on. Ritona had our money, remember?
Oh no! The bill! I just realized Ritona had all our money! Oh no!
What's with that face of yours? How slovenly.
We just walked out of there like it was nothing!
Look confident and it'll be fine. No one even noticed, see?
That's not the issue here. Let's pay them back when we made up with Ritona later.
Far too naive for your own good.
Isn't this natural? Dining and dashing is just as good as stealing. Rhegan, if you realized we didn't have any money, you should have let me know too.
What if I did? If I told you we didn't have any money, what would you have done? You would have had us go find work, earn money, then eat?
Oh, So there should have been a better way to handle it.
You seem to be having a misunderstanding here, Zavitz. Listen now. What if, and I mean what if Rhegan was kidnapped? The chances of finding her again are close to none. That would be a huge loss to our combat capabilities. Our return to Rhegan's would be that much more difficult. And our journey just begun. There isn't a loss greater than that. I'll only say this once of it, so listen well. We don't have the luxury of constantly standing on a mortal high ground. You lack a sense of urgency. In a situation like this, survival is our utmost priority.
Rhegan.
I can see an expression on Rhegan's face. Uncertainty. Ever since her personality surfaced, it was the very first time I'd seen it. From here on out, approach the situation with a kill or be killed mentality. That expression lasted only for a split second. Anyone who isn't part of our group is an enemy. Bear that in mind constantly. The next moment, her expression returned to Rhegan's usual fearless look. Come, first analyst is that pharmacist.
A sense of urgency.
Hey, Joe. Excuse us. That broad isn't with you today? We have a few questions for you. You'll be answering them for us now. This Blondie's here different from before. Some boy by the name of Soldier visited this shop the other day. Tell us everything you know about him. I like your tone, missy. I've already told that blue-haired girl over there. He comes here once a month to get medicine. That's all I know. What kind of medicine? Just what kind of medicine is Sol taking? That's none of your business. Come on, if you're just here and ruffle my feathers, then get out. That's not happening. My retainer disappeared that day. The girl who was with us before with the purple hair. Sol is the key to finding out her whereabouts. Got a really weird way of talking, huh? I told you. I don't know a damn thing. Besides, you aren't even customers. Why should I help out the likes of you? Here's a lesson for you youngins. In the world of adults, only money makes the world go round. That and violence. As we'll probably find out in about a minute. We'll see. If you've got that 3-year thick skull, then get out of here. A child lecturing me about adulthood. Hell must have frozen over. Are you... Shopkeep, let me ask you this. The worth of humans is determined by their actions in response to the choices they are given. Doing what, where, and when, or if they do anything at all. How one reacts to another, or not at all. Of course, this is exceedingly difficult. Being able to think over each and every one of the choices we make would be impossible. Therefore, it is vital that humans make mistakes while they are still young. This is so we can grasp the rhythm of how to live, avoiding these mistakes. Huh? What kind of nonsense are you mouthing off about now? What exactly is your reasoning behind treating the 2 girls in front of you as children? Is it because we look young, or are you just making light of us? Or is it because all your experiences in life have told you that this is the best course of action? Is this your mannerism? Reflect and answer. You haven't been making any sense for the past while now. I got nothing gained from talking with you two, so I'm telling you to get out. That's a good enough reason for you? Very well, let's change the subject. Do you have any pharmaceuticals to take my mind off things? Oh, I'll pay any price. Just tell me any you find fascinating. What's got into you all of a sudden? You see, my retainers betrayed me and run off. I'm looking for a drug that can distract my mind from that. If you're here to buy, you should have just said so. I wouldn't be giving you the cold shoulder if you did. Let me see here. Got just the right thing for you 2 girls.
Oh, wait, Rhegan, where are you?
Quite, Zavitz.
Gotta stop her. She does something that could put someone in harm's way. Try to escape reality now. She must be disillusioned.
Here you go, take a good look. This is top of the line product here.
Eh?
Isn't this sediment? That's only what it looks like. They've been cracking down these with their regulations, you see. If you unlock the signature here, you could take a trip without anyone being the wiser. Oh, so what kind of hit does it have? This one's an upper. This is an all-rounder. Lets you hallucinate. And this is a downer. Got all kinds. What are you looking for? Something that can help me relax would be good. Rather not think about things I don't want to.
Okay, here I recommend this. This is the strongest stuff in the world. This will keep you in a trance for 2-3 days.
Oh, it's only... Yep.
Wow!
Ready to grab the farmer's by the back of his head. Boom!
Ow.
And repeatedly smashed it against the counter. She looks scary.
Rhegan, are you out of your mind?
Then, boom!
Ow.
You piece of garbage. Pushing drugs onto minors. You'd go that low just to get your hands on more money. She pressed the sediment stone against the pharmacist's neck.
It's glowing. She must have unlocked the signature.
The pharmacist's gaze clouds up before my eyes.
Rhegan.
Well then, let's take a quick peek at what goes on in his mind.
Ah! Ugh.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, I see now. Zavitz, let's go.
Yeah. Well, just...
Find all we need to know. He's of no use to us now.